Filipinos are always late, aka Filipino time.
Growing up in Austria is a thing. It's like you're super punctual. You are on time if you are 10 minutes there before you are actually supposed to meet. That is how on time is defined. I moved to the Philippines and everything is like, Filipino time, you know. We're all exposed to stereotypes, right? What's up, Philippines? Welcome back to another episode here with your host Nelly. Today I am reacting to a video that is very interesting, or at least it sounds interesting. Asking Filipinos the most insane Filipino stereotypes. True or false? Well, let's see about that. I would love to see or hear, I would actually like to read in the comment section what kind of stereotypes you have towards Austrians or foreigners, Westerners. I'm happy to read it. And yeah, without further ado, I would like to get started with the video.
After that birthday party, when we woke up in the morning, we noticed that the dog wasn't coming by anymore, and we asked them where the dog was, and they were like, "Oh, that's who we ate last time."
What?
And I was like,
Wow, great beginning though.
Filipinos are obsessed with K-pop. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yep.
Do you remember when Boom Boom by Momoland came out? The song was everywhere in the Philippines.
That blew up.
Dude, it's so much in the Philippines. I feel like also because Nancy,
Yeah.
she looks like
Liza,
she looks like Liza. So I think that kind of like fueled like the hysteria about Boom
Most
Boom.
definitely.
Oh, dude, like everyone knew that dance.
I don't know it. I don't know it.
When I visited the Philippines a couple years ago, my grandpa was playing Super Junior, and I was like, "Grandpa, how do you know this?" I was like,
Yo, dude,
I didn't even know that. What was that exact song?
your grandpa got taste. Sinong bias group mo?
Blackpink. Blackpink, bro.
Yeah, okay.
True or false? Filipinos are obsessed with the colonial mentality. Okay,
What?
5, 4, 3, 2.
A colonial. True.
It's so sad. I don't know, like a lot of Filipinos are obsessed with K-pop, and yes, it's nice, but at the same time, they like other cultures more than Filipino culture itself. And like, we love Korean culture and Japanese culture, but I would love to see more film that talks about like pre-colonial Philippines.
Yeah.
Or like, we watch like Korean historical dramas, but we don't even have like Filipino historical dramas like that, and it just makes me sad. So.
Interesting, yeah.
True or false? Filipinos are always late, aka
True.
Filipino time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You know, me growing up in Austria is a thing. It's like you're super punctual. You are on time if you are 10 minutes there before you are actually supposed to meet. That is how on time is defined. And then I moved to Miami, and in Miami everybody was late because, you know, it's a lot of Hispanics and Latinos. They're just like, ah. And then I moved to the Philippines and everything is like, Filipino time, you know. It's okay.
I came late today.
Chino also came late today.
I did too.
And last time.
And last time too.
Yeah, it's like a common joke with like Filipinos. So like, for example, like if you have a party at like 6, you just tell your guests like, oh yeah, the party's starting at 5:30. That way, by the time like 6 comes around, that's when all the Filipinos show up.
I do the same, by the way.
This is one of the things where I want to believe that it's false because I feel like it depends on the person, but it is true right now though.
The Filipino attitude to promptness has just become like so lax and complacent, and it's just like, the time is more as like a guideline, not really like a deadline or anything.
Guideline?
Suggestions. Suggestion none.
Ooh.
Filipinos use their children as retirement plans. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh.
False. Anyways.
Okay.
I feel like maybe it might be something among some Filipinos, especially, maybe those are the Filipinos that have their children as like nurses and doctors. But like at least for my family, my parents aren't relying on me for the retirement.
Yeah, mine neither.
And I feel like with most of the newer generation, I think that's the case also.
I said true, even though it doesn't actually happen in my family. But I say true because unfortunately I do have friends who have been used by their parents as their retirement plans, and it's unfortunate. And I'm glad that our generation is kind of seeing how toxic that is though, and we're trying to break that generational curse. So for those who are going through it, we got your back.
Be the change you want to see.
Yeah, I have friends who will have the same. Manny Pacquiao, yes,
Filipinos
true.
worship Manny Pacquiao. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I mean, everybody loves
In
them.
America, my parents are like, let's watch the fight. And I doubt they understand what's happening in boxing.
Don't get me wrong, I love Manny Pacquiao, but I remember there was this period of time where Manny Pacquiao was literally doing everything in the Philippines.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
he was, obviously he was a boxer, but he was also on movies, he was in TV
He's
shows,
everywhere.
he was a singer.
He's everywhere.
He was like a colonel in the army despite never actually serving in the army.
Yeah.
They put him in like the PBA even though like,
Yeah.
you know, he's a good basketball player, but he's not a pro.
Yeah.
And they kind of just let Manny Pacquiao do whatever he wanted.
He was
just
a
because
senator too.
He's also a
Yes.
senator.
Yeah.
And I think he ran for Philippines.
Yeah,
he ran for president in the
president.
last election.
He did.
And so I feel like Filipinos just let Manny Pacquiao do whatever they want because of all the Filipino pride he's brought to the Philippines.
It's true.
Fair enough,
And
fair enough.
I feel
right?
like the people that are around him are just too scared to say no to him.
I feel like it's valid still though, just because like he came from nothing and then he became this like really huge thing.
Yeah.
And so I feel like a lot of Filipinos look up to him, so that kind of like an American dream, but in like a Filipino dream.
Yeah.
That if he can make it, I can make it too.
Oh,
kind of
most
thing.
definitely.
True or false? Filipinos date Americans so
I'm not
that they
going
can
to
get
say
a green
anything.
card. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
50-50.
I think it depends on the individual.
Yeah.
It just reflects how sad current Philippine economy is, that Filipinos try to look for love outside of the Philippines, or just like a partner outside of the Philippines, just so that they can get out of that poverty. Because they think that like, oh, if you marry an American, then you're probably more well off than somebody who stays in the Philippines.
I mean, yeah, I believe that true love exists. You know, true love does exist, and people marry for love. But you know, having a green card is a really good perk. You know, it is a really good attractor
That's
for
true.
people. So I'm gonna say both.
Wee. Like the questions are getting really juicy.
Most foreigners will go to the Philippines because of sex
I
tourism.
don't think so.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I hope it is.
I hope it's false. I mean, obviously, I don't know what's going through the minds of like Americans and other foreigners, but I think there's so much more that the Philippines has to offer than sex.
Yeah, and I mean, we do see a lot of YouTubers nowadays who go to the Philippines to experience what it has to bring. Because we have more than 7,000 islands in the Philippines, and more of them are being discovered, and more of them are becoming tourist spots. And that's a good thing because the Philippines is such a beautiful place.
Although, okay, there are a handful of creeps that do go to the
But there are creeps everywhere.
Yeah.
I did meet one guy one time. Yeah, we were walking down the road and there was this white guy. He like approached us, and once he saw that I spoke English, he like started like chatting my ear off. He's like, "Oh, so you're American, huh?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm American too." He's like, "You know, Filipinos, they love white men."
Oh my god.
It's like, once they see a white man, they attack you like flies on something dirty, like raw meat or something. No, those were his exact words. And so
there are
some
disgusting
creeps,
people.
but I want to
Without a
believe that people love the Philippines for being the Philippines.
Wait, yeah, on that topic, it's really, I think that there's a big shift happening, and I think that a lot of foreigners, at least those who I know, come to the Philippines for the beauty, for the smiles, for the people, for the culture. I mean, I even met people last week, American couple who went to the Philippines and spent some time in Cebu, and they went to Mall Ball and experienced, you know, the beautiful beaches, but they were really obsessed about the mall. They're like, you know, we were really thinking about just staying in Cebu to just spend a day or two just at the mall because they missed things from America, and they saw it. Philippines has it in the malls, and the malls in the Philippines are just really extraordinary. They're very like, there's something. But yeah, I just wanted to point that out, that I think there is a very big shift happening. Also thanks to a lot of content creators who have been posting amazing pictures, experiences on Instagram, and also videos on YouTube, Facebook, wherever. So kudos to you, content creators. High five! Also, while we're at it, check out my channel Nelly's Life, where I talk about my travels from the Philippines and around the world. It's always linked in the description box. There we go.
True or false? Filipinos eat dogs.
Hey.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, what?
Wait. True.
True.
What?
Kasi,
Wait, what?
Oh, wait, what?
because I have eaten dog.
Toto ba?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But yes, I have eaten dog. Our neighbors actually had a birthday, like one of their little kids had a birthday, and they gave us adobo.
Oh no.
I didn't know what was in it, but I just told them, I was like, oh my gosh, this is really good. What is it? And they're like, dog. So I got really shocked, and I got kind of traumatized, especially because I thought that it was good.
Did it make your body warm?
It made my body warm. And
The rabies, bro.
the sad thing about it was we actually knew the
enjoyed
dog.
it.
No, we knew the dog.
Oh my
You
god.
knew the dog.
Yeah, because that dog was our neighbor's dog, so it would come to our house every morning and evening just to get pet. And after that birthday party, when we woke up in the morning, we noticed that the dog wasn't coming by anymore, and we asked them where the dog was, and they were like, "Oh, that's who we ate last time."
Oh no.
Oh my god!
Gosh.
Oh.
For the whole time that I lived in the Philippines,
Yeah.
I never saw any dog or saw anyone that ate dogs, so that's why I put false.
Yeah, me
but
neither. At least not that I know of. Maybe I had it and that I didn't know it.
Okay,
It's not something that I would choose.
Why do you think foreigners have like these weird misconceptions about the Philippines?
The weird tourists.
The weird tourists
Probably.
that think that they're a raw piece of meat.
Comedians like Jokoy, who kind of like, I'm sure he's funny to a lot of people, but I don't really find him very funny just because of the stereotypes that he makes about like Filipinos. I think they're inaccurate, and I feel like it's kind of backhanded to like talk about a part of yourself in such a degrading manner.
I think also to an extent some Filipinos celebrate these like stereotypes.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm just gonna be late. I'm Filipino, it happens. Or like, I have to be a nurse, My parents told me. Alright guys, that's it for my video. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, remember to hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.
Alright, always great videos with the Asian boss. That was quite intense. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think about this video, and if there are some stereotypes that you definitely disagree with or agree with. I'm just kind of like, wow, yeah, share your thoughts. I think this video was really good, really surprising. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Hit the notification bell to get notified for the next video, and I'll see you guys next time here on What's Up Philippines! Bye bye!